Today I would like to cover the other two things which are for an Arahat, basically. For that, one need to know Patisamutpada and Patisamutpanna, because that is how he cuts it. There's no other way. So there are four things, four modes of seeing it. The first mode of seeing is like what we looked at yesterday, for which a little bit of Patisamutpada is required. But for the other two, he runs the Patisamutpada completely, all the time. Okay. So it can be in a very brief way, like what is mentioned in Sanyukta Nikaya, where he says, Ahara samudaya, rupa samudaya, ahara nirodho, rupa nirodho, phassa samudaya, vedana samudaya, phassa samudaya, sanya samudaya, phassa samudaya, sankhara samudaya, or nama rupa samudaya, vinyana samudaya. Okay. And other side is nirodha. So basically, taking the same example, what we were talking in the restaurant. So if I am an Arahat, what would happen? The things becomes very interesting. That what I see as conditioned is nothing but Patisamutpada. Not anything which I had thought earlier. Because I have to come to Patisamutpada. As an example, Ahara samudaya, rupa samudaya. So now this woman who is sitting here is born out of food. Is actually a food. Food in that shape. That's all. There is no person sitting there. It's just food. Organized, arranged. So like when Ritesh orders his staff to bring a particular dish, they organize it and bring it. It's conditioned. They just don't bring the food as food. They cook it, they prepare it. That's sankhara. And then they make it up in a nice plate, bowl, blah, blah, spoon, fork, whatever it is. There's a presentation. So I don't see any difference between the presentation and that woman. The food is getting presented as so and so, as a model. So there is no person who is sitting there and doing something there. Hey, I'm not spending time with that woman at all. For this exercise, any ladies can come online or video. Rituji, if you can come, it will be nice. So we can play the game. Otherwise, because we are all males here. So one or two women also would do. But anyway. So basically, the structure is that you're seeing food. In essence, and that's it. There's no person sitting there. Absolutely no person. So then the particular, aparticular or anukula particular is seen as particular. She's looking beautiful. It's anukula. But the body is aging. Particular. They both have one thing in common. It runs through avijja. So Patisamutpada is the dependent conditional relationship. Depending on this, that comes to be. Depending on the food, the girl comes to be. Can there be a girl independent of food? No. Can there be a girl who is not menstruating and yet called as a girl? No. Can they be a human being, animal, bird, insect, whatever, without eating and excreting? Not at all. So the jati, jara, marana is then paticca samutpanna. What is paticca samutpanna is this phenomena as in jati, birth, jara, decay, and death are not linked, neither they are independent. They arise because of the condition. So if something is born and the very thing has to go out. So the hunger is born, the food will take out hunger. If the food is taken out, hunger comes. So that's how is condition. If you eat, you excrete. If you excrete, again you eat. You got the point. Now, this brings that. So now the question comes, as an Arahat, what am I seeing? Nothing. There's no restaurant either. And there is no Ritesh sitting there either. And when I see like that, it's upekkha. So I've seen particular, and made it as particular. This beauty, so-called, is food. Just like the dishes what Ritesh staff is bringing. Very nicely organized. And this woman is also very charmingly, she's put all the different kind of attire and skin show and this and that. But actually it's food. So you can organize the food in whichever way you want. It doesn't matter. It's food. It doesn't change. It will remain as food. Now that means what's happening to my understanding? It's paññā, wisdom, not theory, not practical. It's wisdom. So of all the light, wisdom is the highest. That's what Buddha says, that the pabhava means effect. Chandra pabha, Surya pabha, Aggi pabha, Paññā pabha, which is the brightest of all. He says Paññā pabha. Why? Presently, when I see that woman, very beautiful. In fact, I have 4 eyes, 2 eyes given by nature and other 2 borrowed. Out of 4 eyes, I can't get not enamored by her beauty in a normal circumstances. But now I'm seeing particular in particular. There's no beauty at all. And there's no ugliness either. If you ask me, is she ugly? And the answer is no. If you ask me, is she beautiful? And the answer is no. Because beauty and ugly doesn't exist. So, vinyanam, anidasanam, anantam, sabbatopabam, yatta patavicha, apocha, tejocha, vayo, nagadati, yatta digancha, rasancha, anutula, shubha, ashubham, yatta namancha, rupancha, asesam, uparujjati. This established vinyana sa nirodhena, ette samuparujjati. So now I'm released. So Ritesh is talking to that girl. I am talking to the same girl. I am talking to no girl and no Ritesh and no Vilas. Otherwise, it is part of paticsamutpanna and paticsamutpada. So now I can see that iti imasmim sati idam hoti imasa upada idam uppajati is not there. So the dependable relationship depending on this, that arises, that comes to be, is not there. So the jati, jara, marana is gone. So while I'm talking to her, I mean deathless. Got it. So am I released? No asabas. And how did it arise? Because of proliferation of description that she is so and she is very pretty. And the prettiness is defined. Otherwise, nobody can be made pretty. And nobody can be made ugly. Right? So, if something is ugly, it has to be made pretty. If something is pretty, then it shouldn't become ugly. But whatever is pretty will become ugly. Okay, because you made it pretty. It is not pretty. It's made pretty. So the wisdom will cut the consciousness from proliferating. So what I did just now is make it completely non-manifestative, unmanifestative. So what's the difference between Ritu sitting here in this black t-shirt and let me pin Ritesh? So what's the difference? That's also t-shirt, this is also t-shirt, that's also t-shirt, Aryu also has a t-shirt. So 4 t-shirts. Can it be interchanged? Yes. There's nothing called male t-shirt and female t-shirt. A slight difference would be there, but you can wear it. What about the hairs? Yeah, you can have long hairs. Absolutely fair. You can have short hairs. Like Neeru, who's joined here, she doesn't have long hair. She has cut her hairs. Then where is the female? Not there. It's the characteristics, the description which makes a female than anything else being as a female. It's a dressing which makes a female. It's a presentation which makes a female. So what did Buddha do to the bhikkhunis? He asked them to shave. And the moment they shave, they lose femininity. Because that's the first way of seeing. The only thing that might become interesting is the breast. But if they cover it so much, then it is very hard to say whether she's a woman or a man. And nobody goes on the private parts to check anyway. So then the perception is changed. So if Ritu were to tonsure her hair completely, you can't make out. Or she makes it small. Because let's say Ritesh and Aryu don't have moustache. So they would look the same. Now where did the beauty go there? So there's an English saying, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Whatever he was holding, now that's gone. So basically, if I see paticsamutpada, avidya is avidya yatveva asesa viraga nirodho Jago, Patinisaggo, Mukti, Analayo. So it's completed. So then I can sit in that same restaurant and do nothing. I can be talking to that lady or a girl, whatever is called as, without getting associated even for a moment. Because it is particular. Okay. Now I can do the other way around. I can make the aparticular particular as aparticular. This is more interesting. I can see everything as consciousness showing different flavors. One appearing as a model, another appearing as Ritesh, another appearing as a server, another appearing as a bird, another appearing as an insect, another appearing as so and so, as a tree, as a flowering plant, etc. So you see, wow, what a diverse. So I can see a particular, which is anukula. And both can be done by seasoned Arahat at the very moment. Finger snap, finger snap. So how do you know you're an Arahat? Like this. You can bring them back, you can delete them. This one, I couldn't do it in November. Until November last. After that, just like go, gone, come, comes. So a particular in particular and particular in a particular. And both a particular in a particular and a particular in particular. Okay, that's what it is. So now what is dependent arising, dependent co-arising? This should be a condition. If there is no condition, no arising can happen. So when that woman comes and sits, there is a arising of something, that object. And that is when avidya comes. That she is Ritesh's friend. Now she's pretty. Prettiness is again avidya. So then sankhara, like to possess her. And somehow she finds me very interesting. In fact, I wanted myself to be a very interesting person. So now the sankhara pache vinyana. Now that vinyana, which vinyana? To enjoy that woman is that vinyana, what we are talking about, which is taken nama and rupa now. Then it comes in the salaytana, 6 senses. Then it phassa, contact. Then there's vedana, the sukha vedana of seeing her. If she gets up, dukkha vedana. She says, yeah, sir, I would like to take leave from you. I said, time flew so fast. Yes, sir, it is 7 p.m. now. We met at 12 p.m. Yeah, being with you, the time just flies. Even Ritesh wanted to go home and I'm unwilling to leave the restaurant. Okay. He's wondering what my teacher is doing. He's engaging her so much, I can't say anything. Now, if a particular is seen in particular is seen a particular, it looks funny. Now she looks pretty, but not to me. She might be pretty for the world. As far as I'm concerned, she's just a food, collection of food. whatever she's eating. Just like Rituji is eating now, in the same way she's eating. So if I can say Ritu is beautiful without food, it's false. If I say Ritu is beautiful with food, is also false. Because she doesn't have any ability to direct the food. You go here and make this one beautiful or that one not beautiful. It just goes inside the stomach and nothing can be known after that. Whether you are eating North Indian, non-vegetarian, vegetarian, continental, Mexican, Indian, North Indian or West Indian, this, that, Tibetan, non-Tibetan, Chinese, Cantonese, I don't know what all we have, Korean. Stomach doesn't say which one. It just says the food is exhausted, condition. Food is exhausted. It's burnt up. Refuel it if you want the vehicle to run. And that's all what it is. Nothing more. Okay, so I end this here. I have still more time to discuss if you want to discuss. Otherwise, that's all on this Indriya Sambara. So what we should see is there are 6 Indriyas. Upekha is the natural state, but due to ignorance, we can't get into the natural state of Upekha. So the Sek will struggle, like what we saw yesterday, but an Arahat, there's no struggle. So what is an Arahat then? One whose defilement has ended. Nothing special. Why there is no rebirth? Because there is no fuel to rebirth it. So is it restricted to only monks or nuns? No. Wisdom is wisdom. It doesn't belong to anyone. Can a lay follower become Arahat? Why not? As long as a human being, as long as you have intelligence, as long as you have discriminative power, you can do it. What to be done and what shouldn't be done. That's all. So, if somebody says, no, they don't agree that a lay follower cannot be an Arahat. Okay, don't argue. If they say they can be, again, don't argue. Check with the Sutta and the Vinaya. Is it there? Can that be done? Yes. And you go to MN 112, Chabbi Sutta. Look at those qualities of an Arahat. Do you have it? If you have it, forget all about it. And then you come to MN 152, Indriyas Bhavana Sutta, and see whether, like an Arahat, can you be able to do it like what he says? Yes. That's it. It's a defilement ending which makes you an Arahat, not a title called Arahat. Because that again becomes a designation. Anything that is designated will go into dissolution. And the fight is on that, whether you're an Anagami or not, whether Sakadagami or not, the Sotapanna or not, as though there is some pleasure you're going to take out of it. On the contrary, this is just a road marker, mile marker. It's just like somebody saying Bangalore is 10 kilometers away, and then you reach Bangalore, you can't carry Bangalore now. That's all. Can you carry Bangalore? No, nobody can carry Bangalore. Let's say I want to go to his restaurant in Indranagar. It's in Bangalore. Yes, but it's in Indranagar. It's not in Bangalore. It's in Indranagar. And Indranagar is in Bangalore. So can I carry Indranagar and Bangalore together? Then no. It looks foolishness. It's a milestone. It's a marker. So I take a train or a metro and I land up in Indranagar, go down and then go to his restaurant. So can I then carry Tista Himalaya restaurant with me? Come on, that's a marker. That's just a building. He can name whatever he wants on that. In the same way, this body is a marker for somebody to say exists. You can't carry Vilas. It looks ridiculous. How can you carry Vilas? It's just a marker. So there's no I to say, oh, it's fixed as floating. It is inside me, it is outside me, I'm here, I'm there. There's no localization, there's no location. And then I have to say, like Indranagar is mine, Brigade Road is mine. Like that, I have to say, eyes are mine, ears are mine, nose is mine, tongue is mine. Because of that, I don't know which is mine now. So I keep on have to identify. And that is what avidya is. So I see the marker, mile marker, as just a marker. So I see Sotapanna is just a marker. It's good. Good to have a Sotapanna. I see Sakadagami as a marker. Very good. I see Anagami as a marker. I see Arahat as a marker. It just marks. So should I be upset somebody appreciating me as an Arahat? No. Should I be very elated that somebody is telling me I'm an Arahat? No. And that's what Buddha says in Maharahulavada Sutta. Rahula, be like earth, be like water, be like fire, be like air, be like space. They might do anything to it, but why are you getting agitated by whatever you're seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling? A particular, in particular, particular, in a particular. So it's done. Defilements ended. What defilement? Avijja, asava, bhava asava, to become something. I don't want to become anything now. What is there to become? Nothing. I want to become an anagami. It's becoming. I want to become a sakadagami. Becoming. I want to be a sotapanna. Becoming. Becoming gives rebirth. Jati. It's not about vibhava or bhava. I don't want any becoming there. I just understood what is becoming. It's a condition for existence. What if there is no condition for existence? It's done. So somebody transfers 100,000 to my account. Fair. Somebody transfers 1 rupee to my account. Fair. Why? There's nothing called my account. There's an account to which it's getting credited. And whatever gets credited will get debited. So if I say mine, if I withdraw money, it is my money which is getting reduced. Kshaya. Vyaya is expended. Viraga, fading away. So 100,000, I removed 1,000. 99,000. Viraga. faded. Nirodha ceased. Again, somebody puts me 100,000. This time it is 199,000. So the happiness is dependent on looking at that number, 199,000, which looks crazy. Then somebody gives me 1 million. So 1,100,099. Like that. I feel even more happy then. I see it is dependent. This happiness is dependent on that. If that becomes one, it becomes unhappiness. It's dependent. Asava is not looking at a dependency. It's about looking at it really exists that way. Okay, so I understood it, done with it. So I see particular in that bank account because it is having fading viraga. It fades away. Like I went and bought from Apple Store, the moment I opened the box, faded away. When it was lying on that, and their shop, it was looking enticing. The moment I bought it, same thing with the woman whom I married. It was looking good in the shelf. But when I married, then the actual color came to existence. That means you can't get happiness by taking something off the shelf. No matter how big it is. Let's say somebody gifts me 100-acre land. The maintenance far outweigh the happiness of having 100 acres. Because I need to maintain. Which looks ridiculous. Why should I maintain? For me, how big it should be? One small room is sufficient. What will I do with 100 acres? No, sir, you build a meditation center. And do what? I can meditate in this room more comfortable. What is meditation? Bhavana, development. I don't have to sit in a room and meditate anyway. So it doesn't matter. And this much room is sufficient. What's there? One bed should be there. Yes, one table should be there for study or something. What will I do with 100 acres? Somebody gives me 1,000 acres. Sir, we are indebted to you. We want to give you 1,000 acres. So what should I say? Keep it to yourself. Why? I don't want to maintain. Because the more I expand, the maintenance will increase. And hence Buddha says, only the bowl and the ropes are the only burden. Everything else is a huge burden because you have to maintain. Wife, husband, children is maintenance. It's a thankless job. It's a very thankless job. Because there is only expectation. The person is squeezed to the last blood to maintain the relationship. Even then, the other party is not happy. That looks very shocking. Nobody is happy. They pretend to be happy. And hence they have to put a special statement, happy married life. If there was happiness, they wouldn't have put that happy married life, because they know there is no happiness in the marriage. In the same way, they put in the car happiness reloaded, because they know there is no happiness. Happy childbirth, you know there is not. So you have to specifically name something happy, because by nature, it's unhappiness. It is particular. By nature, by the design. So if you buy any product, it has flaw. Any product, you take anything, it has flaw. What flaw? Aging, that's a flaw. It ages. It's not that the product has bug, you can't fix it. Sir, you can fix it. But the problem is that product will be out of market. So iPhone 5, who uses? 6, SE, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, now 17, going to have 18 in September. Nobody is interested in 11 or in 12 or in 13 or in 14 or in, it's working. It's not that the product is, it's aged. I have an iPad 2. I still remember my good old days in Indianapolis, when we had to go and pre-book. Now, if I take it to the Apple store, they keep it in the museum. They would say, sir, keep it in the museum. Why? It's dead. 2011. Now we are in 2026. It's aging, decay, that is vyadhi, which is nothing but disease. You keep on charging, upload, download, updates, keep on downloading updates and updates and updates and updates and updates until ultimately it says, boss, I'm dead. I'm dead. And do what? Nothing. They will open up the parts and they will say, we will pick it up free of cost from your home, because they are not paying anything to that. But how much did I pay? $599. $600, and plus the outer cover, plus that tempered glass. Something around $700 is what I spent. Nobody cares. Why? That's the nature, sir. That's the nature. Aging, that is decay, disease, and death, is there on everything. So if somebody gives me 1,000 acre or 10,000 acre, 100,000 acre, or rather the whole state of Karnataka, or the entire India to manage, I would say keep it to yourself. Why? Makes no sense. It's maintenance cost. And you have to keep everyone happy, which is never going to happen. You have to compromise your happiness for someone. like that girl sitting in front of both of us. We have to make her happy by entertaining her. Now I will think, why should I engage with this woman? She's anyway food. And she's come here to Ritesh's place for what? Meeting Ritesh? No, eating. In the process, she is meeting Ritesh. But she's come at the lunchtime. So she'll ask, oh, what have you done special today? Anything for you, madam? And then anything like, so then he has to put all his names, which he has put, whatever he has put, and nobody knows what their names are. You can't understand what he says, and you have to accept to what he says. And they say, okay, this is what it is. Rituji, if you had come after I met him, I would have taken you there.
Next time, sir.
Next time we'll go there. You can see all his pre-named dishes, which you won't understand anything of it. You don't have to understand. It just goes inside. And there's one toilet there in case if you fill up too much, and you can download it free of cost. So that woman came not to meet Ritesh. Absolutely not. She came to eat. And she's waiting for some discount after eating. And then she is expecting if it is for free. Greed is there, right? That's all. So now my question comes to me, should I talk to her? What will you talk to her? Talk to a cabbage, or to a carrot, or to a beetroot, or to something? What would you speak? Nothing. Each body part is some shape of some vegetable or meat. That's all. So, avijja yatveva sesa viraga nirodho chago patinisaggo mukti analayo. That's it. Suffering ended. Now, do I have to do samatha? I have to do vipassana? Should I have to do something? That's the reason it's called asek. Nothing more to be done. So should I sit on meditation seat? Should you go to Vipassana center? Should you keep a cushion at your home? Nothing. Are you at peace? No answer. Are you not at peace? No answer. Because if I choose peace, it shows I was not peaceful. If I choose not peace, then I'm aspiring peace. Neither. There's nothing like that. If I associate with something, then it will become pieces. So then I have to do something. If you're not associated, anapayo, anupayo, anutpada nibbana. So why do you follow Buddha teaching? It's because of anutpada. Done. So if somebody goes and says Vilas is an Arahat, makes no sense. Or Vilas is not an Arahat, also makes no sense. Because Arahat or no Arahat is a title. And title have nothing to do with it. So should I feel I'm an Arahat? No. Should I feel I am not an Arahat? No. Why? Because both are dukkha. They're asavas. But do you know you're an Arahat? Instead of saying I'm an Arahat, I could say defilements ended. That's a better way of putting it. Call by whatever name you want. No defilements. And that ends suffering. Okay. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So when I'll take your example only, sir. When you achieve that state of mind where you are able to see in that way, like you are an ara, you never felt happy or to start with. Yes, I have actually come to a state where I am in upekka all the time automatically. So you never felt happy about it, or you don't feel happy about this state of mind. Fine, Arahat is a marker, but you are not getting engaged in the worldly things like other people do, right? So you are always at peace. Is that not a happy state? Or should not be one in a happy state of that sort, sir?
There's nothing called happy as in happy state because you're always happy now. So there is nothing in this world that will make me unhappy to search for happiness. You got the point? See, I'm going behind something because at present I'm unhappy. What if I'm happy? What would happen?
So are you saying that you were happy to be on this path right from day one? So you were already happy always.
Yes.
So what is there to be more happy about?
More happy about the happy. It's like journey ended. If Buddha would have been there, he would have said, wow, good. This is what I would expect you to do.
But when Buddha achieved enlightenment, sir, and he understood that how we can break off from this conceptual reality around us, I'm sure he would have felt a bit of satisfaction.
No, satisfaction is going to be there, Ritesh. When I asked Shaniel to deposit 54 rupees or $1 in my account, and that was the end of it. I still remember. It was my birthday, and he was supposed to be transferring money to my account because he wanted to donate. I was thinking, why am I following with him? What's wrong? We were thinking that he said he's going to do so, and hence I'm following. Then I called him up and told, need a small favor from you. Can you deposit $1 so that I can cut out our relationship? And he transferred $100. So before we finished our session, it was in my account, 5,400 rupees. At that time, Australian dollar to Indian rupees was 54. So when I went to his home in November, it was totally different experience for me. I never felt I'm with Shaniel. And nothing at all.
So because sir, money, like I'm just sharing my thought, what I had in my morning walk today, that creating concepts for us has become habitual. And then we connect concept with another concept, like money is a concept. So when you get attached to that concept, then you want it. And when you said to Mr. Shaniel that you just deposit 1 rupee or $1, however it is, you disconnected yourself from that concept. There is no attachment at all,
Yes.
right? A particular, let's say I'm walking in a park has trees. So as long as it is not in a house, which I call mine, which is again a concept, I don't care about that tree. But when I plant that tree inside that particular house, suddenly I become more caring about that tree. And then I say, I have bought this tree from what? From money. Money is what? It's a concept,
Yes.
right? So what I could understand is, after following up for 2 months with you, that actually it is easy, sir, to become or to be in that state of mind. But our mind has become habitual in making things so complex that we think that understanding the concept is more important, and we are not able to see through the concept that actually there is nothing.
Yes.
And with practice, when you talk to someone and you see there is nothing actually through that person, right? And that's the state of, I think, what you told, sir, is deathlessness. When actually there is nothing around. Everything is actually a concept. What I'm talking is concept. Everything is concept actually.
Yes.
And training is all about being able to see through it, which is easy, which is actually very easy, sir. You just need to hold it back, have some patience, and see through it, and things become easy. My restaurant is actually, what is a restaurant? It's just brick and mortar which has occupied some space. And I bring in some bodies there to prepare some food, and then I bring some raw material of food from somewhere, and then I prepare, and then I create some concept around it of presentation and this and that. I do some marketing, and then I sell it off. For what? For actually make my living,
Yes.
right? Now, if I'm not a family person, if I'm not a family man, and if I am able to understand that what I really need in my life is actually not money, I can actually live off just on maybe two pieces of one shirt or one pant or anything, or maybe just some food I can get from anywhere. You don't really need to fight for it.
Exactly. So it's very simple. Life is simple and honest. So it's not about whether I felt happy or not. It's about did the journey end or not. And that 6th of November, it ended. Full stop. So I got liberation at 54 rupees or 5,400 rupees because I was seeing that my association with Shaniel was growing very strong. It was becoming more attached because he was the first ever student, I could say, who was doing what I was wanting everyone to do. Okay. And he was getting everything. If I say him, climb on the stairs and you can see this like this, he would say, yes, Vilasji, I'm getting it. So I was very attached. But then I saw there is a problem. that if I deepen this attachment, then exiting is difficult. Because now you see, after 2 weeks from my completion, he completed. He said he is done. I said, okay, good. And now he doesn't come at all to the sessions. It would be a very misfortune to me that I stayed at his home and we spent good amount of time. He's not coming online. He's not calling me. Neither I am calling him. We have no relationship. Now, is that warranted? Yes, absolutely. That's all what it is. Game over. The longest person ever who has survived with me is Ariyu. He has been there forever. This is good. But now in the Hindi, you can see Ravindra is not coming. Once in a while, Ashwin comes. So some people will slowly drop off. As they achieve something, they drop off. Or if they don't achieve something, they still drop off. Not longest standing patient. Don't worry, you're not a patient. I love you a lot. So anyway, you are caught up because of that. So basically, it's people will drop off for both the reasons. If they get what they wanted, they drop off. If they don't get what they wanted to get, also they will drop off. If I hold on to people who get something and they drop off, it's hurting. If they don't get what they wanted to get and they drop off, again, I feel hurt because I couldn't deliver. But slowly I could recognize you are not there to deliver anything. It just happens. If the condition matches for them, they get it. If the condition doesn't match, they'll go where they find a different condition. Because this condition is not matching. So I can't presume that my teaching, whatever I'm giving on the sutta, will be understood by everyone and they'll get exactly what Buddha said. No, the condition might not match at all. So they might go to Goenkaji again or to somebody again. I can't do anything. So this wouldn't have been last year. There was a little bit of that. Now, doesn't matter. Because everything is particular. Okay. Yes, Sergio. Oh, let's give Smita a chance. Yes, Smita.
Sir, I sincerely apologize. I am one day behind, but I'll definitely catch up with the video. I had one question regarding the Sekha, how they practice. So I read MN 152. It says they are horrified, repelled, and disgusted by that. And I think I partially heard your video where you talk about atiyati, harayati, and
Jiguchati.
yes. So like bone, like skin coming off, and then just being disgusted. But so if you've already answered this yesterday, please don't worry. I'll catch up with the video tomorrow. But if you have not, my question is, what is the difference between aversion and that? Because when I look at the meaning of aversion, it says a fixed, intense dislike. So is the practice to build aversion towards this object when you're a trainee? or it's a little bit different? Sorry, if you have already answered this yesterday, then don't worry. I'll take a look tomorrow.
No, I've answered, but just want to clarify that aversion is a negative way of seeing things, whereas disgust is not aversion. You feel disgusted of doing mistake again and again. It's not aversion. So in the case of a sekha, like I was talking yesterday in the restaurant, is that I am seeing it that it has no value, but I'm engaging with it. So I feel disgusted about my nature, that even when Buddha has said, do this, why am I not doing it? That is what it is. It's not aversion.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should read more on the meaning of the word disgust versus aversion, because I was thinking like disgust, like, if people don't like, inhaling cigarette smoke, they would say, yuck, I don't want to.
No. No.
So.
This is about disgust. Harayati, jiguchyati is disgusting. It's not disgust as a aversive disgusting.
I see.
Even though, because English has quite a less number of words to make up the shortfalls, but otherwise you should feel disgusted of doing, let's say I'm a habitual offender, like I'm drinking. I know drinking is not good, but I'm drinking, and then I get disgusted by my habit. It's not aversion, right?
I see.
What do you mean you see?
I will have to reflect
Please,
some more.
You have to do that. Because if you
Yes.
say they both are the same, then that's a problem. Because if you feel disgusted about doing mistake and you say, no, that is an aversion will bring in anger. That's the reason it's called aversion, because it gets you
Right.
angry. It doesn't allow you to reflect at all if you are in aversion.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sure.
Sorry about being one day behind, but tomorrow I plan to catch up.
Absolutely fair. No worries. You don't have to apologize so much. It is up to you how you want to get there.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, sure. Yes, sir, you had asked.
Yeah, some small questions. I guess maybe I have missed this, but today in the example you gave, where the female and food are equivalent, so you gave as an example for paticula, right? But I'm wondering, because in 2 days ago when we were explaining the word paticula, we were saying not as per desired or something like that. So I'm wondering for Arahat, since there's nothing to be desired and not desired, how's
No.
not,
Like he is, like Ritesh said rightly, everything is conceptual. In a conceptual, there's something to be desired and something not to be desired. So basically, he can see through it. It's like a wisdom passes through it, and seeing that he can play with it. That, oh, this world is so nice. Yeah, particular, aparticular, in a particular. Just like he made particular, aparticular, in particular, rather than that he is making particular, aparticular, in a particular. Because there are 4 of them. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, then I guess it reminds me of just DN16 where Buddha say, oh, this city is, lovely. Like
Yes.
Ramaniya, he said.
Ramaniya.
Right? So he's making it up in a way that make it beautiful.
Yes, exactly.
No.
See, I'll give a practical example. I come to Mountain View, which I'll be coming. or from San Francisco International Airport to Mountain View. Isn't it very nice? Can I say it's disgusting? It's actually nice. The fields, the road, the way they have built the bridges, the freeway. It's so nice. The intersections. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Not from a sensual perspective. It's beautiful. It's a particular. So I can see the particular and a particular in a particular.
But when you say really beautiful, in what sense are you saying
It
that?
is really beautiful. Humans have made such a nice progress, right? They have planned it, they have made that city, they have made the intersections, they have made exits. It's not one day job. So much thinking has gone through it. So you need to appreciate that. And hence it is beautiful when compared to Bangalore, the same human mind is not able to do it. It's haphazard. Let's take pavements between United States and India, or San Francisco, or even Mountain View versus Bangalore. Both are supposed to be silicon hub or city or whatever. But if you see, it's so nicely put, no up, down. Here is one is like this, another one will go down. So if the person cannot see, he will fall down. So they don't even know that this can cause problems. Right? It's the same mind. So when I see the diversity, I can see the mind can do so beautiful things, and then can so make so ugly things. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. I guess yesterday you were saying as an anagami, you still appreciate things, but how well it's done. So I guess you appreciate when the preparation has been done in a good way. So that's the subtle thing you appreciate as
Yes.
someone like Buddha or anagami would be appreciated.
Yes, exactly.
Very similar thought, like just now you said, sir. What I had in the morning. We actually look for magic, or but we take things so much of granted, sir. Like a bike is actually a magic created by our mind, human mind. A car is actually a magic, you know. But if we take these things for granted, and it's a good concept created by human mind. This is what my thought was, which is useful and helpful.
Yes.
So that was my thought when I was looking at vehicles around and people using bridge and all these things. School kids are using buses. So much of magic is around us.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? A very good conceptual thing. You can call it a magic also, or maybe not. Maybe some people think that getting invisible is the biggest magic, or flying in air is the biggest magic. But for a mosquito, it's common. For a bird, there is no magic in it. For them, walking on the road is magic.
Yes.
So that was my thought.
Yes, absolutely fine. Good one. Good insight, I could say.
Vilasji, is it more like Upadana is gone but rest is still there? It's just the problem of Upadana?
No, everything. If you remove Upadana, there's no Bhava, there's no Jati. So the whole cycle is broken.
Yeah. And then you can appreciate whatever is there.
Yes, because now you don't have anything to hold on to.
Yeah.
So now when I go to Mountain View, I can like Mountain View, and when I'm Bangalore, I don't hate Bangalore, or I hate Mountain View, or I like Mountain View and not like Bangalore. I just see that, humans, the mind, not even humans, The minds have the ability to make it good, and the minds have the ability to make it bad. Yes, and you go ahead.
I guess speaking of this, you've spoken so many negative things about Bangalore. Would you make a few examples of apatikula about Bangalore?
Yes.
Would you give a few examples?
Apatikula of Bangalore. Okay, very nice. The metros are very good. It's huge people, but otherwise the time, the sense, the cleanliness in the metro is really good. And then the gardens are very good. I think we have highest amount of restaurants which open up early in the morning. If you want to have a breakfast at 5 a.m., you get it. No other place in India ever opens up so early. Okay. Then somebody loves filter coffee. This is the best place to have filter coffee. Okay. Then if you want to walk around, this is the best place to be in, actually, more than going on scooters or cars or public transport. If you love walking, amazing. Weather is the most amazing thing in Bangalore. Okay. And then library is beautiful. So there's so many things which are beautiful in Bangalore. Yeah, the particular more than the apatikula, but doesn't mean that there's no apatikula at all. I say about particular because you should get disgusted, not aversive, like what Smita said, not aversive. Get disgusted that you will never get what you want. Okay. So, in fact, the cleaning is done every day. I've never seen any city which gets things clean, but the people are so uncivilized. They throw the trash on the road and nobody can do anything. Right? And in India, it's a menace. Pissing on the road. They know it is not good, but they piss on the road. In fact, they have so many washrooms constructed which people can just pay a nominal amount and relieve themselves, but they go on the back side of it and pee and come back because they don't want to pay. It's a people's problem. So it's not about what the city can provide. City does provide. And the buses are really good when compared to any other part of the country. Okay, so it's a very good one. But people are uncivilized. That's a problem. It's not about the city is lacking. People are extremely uncivilized. They're educated, they are literate, but they don't have civic sense. Absolutely no civic sense. When compared to other states and other places, Bangalore is one of the best, I could say. Like if I go to Patna or to Kanpur or to Lucknow or to, let's take Surat and take any place, Gujarat or whatever it is, horrible. There's nothing called sense, forget civic. Sometimes I feel, are they humans, are they animals? And that's what India is, for whatever reason. So out of 140 crores, that is 1.4 billion, I think 1 billion itself is senseless. Utterly senseless. Like Ritu is staying in Mumbai. And compared to Mumbai, Bangalore is heaven. Because no matter what you do, sense and Mumbai don't go together. Right? So in that way, this is good city. But what to do with the amount of, like when I was in my schools, I never complained about Bangalore. Reason being, it was garden city, not garbage city. You couldn't find a trash at all. I and my wife have never seen trash in our life when we were school children. And from 99 onwards, the trash started to accumulate because of people coming from outside, and then it has become unmanageable. Okay, and that's the problem, not about anything else. Otherwise, it was good. It was actually called as pensioners' paradise because it was cool city, full of gardens, full of lakes. So many lakes got closed up because of the real estate. So people spoiled it. It's not Bangalore was like that. It was really good. Really good means really good. We had 50 lakes. Now we have hardly 3 or 4 left. Just going on the lakeside would have been such a nice thing.
Thank you for sharing. I guess it's seeing this variety is very good for them.
Yes. So when you get Arahat, or when you get completion, you can see both, and you can change. That's the beauty of it, is that you can change from this to that to this. Keep on playing with it. It's so nice. I can see the mind looks good and the mind looks worked up. Right? So when I meet someone and they're upset, I can see, oh, this mind is corrupted. And if I see someone who is very happy, very elated, this mind is elated. You see this? So you can see aparticula and particular as aparticula. Make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so should we end then for today? Yes. Doctor, you have something to say? No. No. Okay, so then we start on Bhojane Mathyanuta tomorrow, followed by Jagariyana Yoga, and we come to Samatha practice. Then we see how Samatha takes over. And by the time I reach US, should be in Samatha. Okay, good day and good night. Good afternoon. Bye-bye. Bye.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.